Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the AN-TWQ Avenger, a military surface-to-air missile system. Please remember to like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Fact 1. Mounted on a Humvee. When you take a look at the Avenger system, you'll notice something very familiar. The truck that it's mounted on. That's right, the truck that it's mounted on is exactly the same as all the Humvees that you see that the US Army uses. In fact, it is exactly the same thing. They created this Avengers platform to be mounted on a truck or some other mobile vehicle. It could also be mounted by a ship, and we'll get to that later. But underneath the missile and turret system is the exact same Humvee that you see driving around US Army bases and deployments. I think it's extremely awesome that they created this system that could be mounted anywhere and by default mounts on a Humvee, because that eliminated the need to design and develop something brand new. When you're able to reuse and repurpose things, it just makes development and production much faster and easier. For example, the Humvee is a tried and true vehicle of the US Army, and so they didn't need to do any sort of development or testing. And all they have to do was focus and concentrate on developing the turret and the missile systems, and it's simply mounted on a proven Humvee vehicle. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 2. 3 configurations. The Avenger system is able to operate in 3 main configurations: the basic, the SLU-TWQ, and the upgun. The basic configuration is simply the gyro stabilized turret mounted on heavy Humvee and with 2 Stinger missile launch pods, and the operator simply uses his guidance system within the turret and aim and fire the weapon. The SLU-TWQ incorporates communications of radar targets and allows the commander or gunner to select a reported target from a display and fire the weapon at that target. The upgun configuration was developed specifically for a regiment to deploy in Iraq. The key difference in the upgun configuration is the 50 caliber machine gun that is accompanying the Avenger system. This 50 caliber machine gun allows the removal of the turret protection and allows the operator to fire the machine gun directly in front of the Humvee. This is a very unique configuration that is only seen in limited amount of Avenger deployments. Let's get into the next fact. Fact 3. Uses Stinger missiles. As I mentioned in the previous section, the Avenger system consists of 2 Stinger missile pods. And yes, the Stinger missiles is exactly what you're thinking. They're the same missiles that soldiers use to carry individually in a missile launcher on their shoulder. I think this is another incredible part of the Avenger system, is that it didn't need to develop its own missile system or platform. It simply leveraged something that's tried and true, such as the Stinger missile system, so that it could reduce the amount of time it takes to develop this system, test it, and put it into production. Again, as I mentioned in the previous section, it's always wise to reuse and repurpose things, because this saves so much time from having to develop something from scratch. The fact that it uses the same Stinger missile system that the soldier carries on their shoulder means that the ammunition can also be interchangeable. The Stinger missile that the soldier uses can also be the same missiles that's mounted into the Avenger system. This also allows for quick missile production because really nothing needs to change. Cool, let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. Multiple variants. The Avenger system comes with many different variants. Starting with the Stinger missiles we just talked about, there are many variants that uses other type of missiles. For example, the Starstreak missiles from the United Kingdom. There's also Avenger systems that have laser and guided rangefinders, as well as laser-directed 70mm rockets. There's also initiatives to use Javelin missile systems, which is for anti-tank purposes, and also AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles to launch further into the sky. There is even a version that mounts a direct energy weapon, such as lasers, and uses that as its primary offensive capability. Is it interesting that the Avenger system is so portable and so modular that all these other variants could be conceived? And as I mentioned in the first section, there's also variants of the Avenger where the turret and the missile systems are launched from a ship. That's right, it doesn't need to be mounted on a ground-based vehicle. Really, any stable flat surface will be able to do it. Alright, let's get into the next and final fact. Modular mounting. As I mentioned in the previous sections, the Stinger missile is really just 2 missile pods with a turret in the middle for the operator to view through and fire the weapon. It's not really a fully encompassed system where the mounts, such as the Humvee or the Navy ships, needs to be there. And so the Avenger system is extremely modular in the sense that as long as there's a stable platform, you could mount the Avenger system on that. I believe this is extremely useful because chances are you may want to mount the system on different platforms specifically for the theater of battle. They're sometimes necessary to mount it on a ship, on a Humvee, on a truck, or even on a tank. Anything's possible with the modular system, and I think the Avenger is so powerful that it could be done in this manner and also interchangeable with all the different missile and rocket systems. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.